I'm Matt Fritz from Who's Well, UVA's award-winning employee wellness program. Since preparing for the internal transition that accompanies external change can be challenging, I'm going to offer a set of tools to help you thrive throughout the transition and beyond. These tools are based on an integrated model of psychological fitness that colleagues and I co-developed 10 years ago for the U.S. Armed Services. As busy and successful HR professionals, our ability to stay focused on task and on mission amidst a sea of change has served us well. But without balancing doing with being, without taking quiet moments to self-reflect, our minds can become like a pressure cooker without a release valve. Even if a change is expected and welcome, we can experience negative thoughts and emotions. Psychological readiness is defined as the integration of mental, emotional, and behavioral abilities to strengthen resilience. Resilience is the ability to withstand, recover, grow, and adapt under challenging circumstances. Psychological readiness can be developed using the same training principles as physical fitness. These include increasing awareness and skills through education, repeated practice, and feedback mechanisms. The conservation of resources theory and the job demand resource model both suggest that we must continuously monitor resources and demands to ensure that our internal and external resources are sufficient to meet or exceed demands. If demands exceed available resources, detrimental effects on wellness, performance, and resilience can result. Demands include the amount and speed of information and tasks, changing roles, competing responsibilities, and the need for quick and accurate decisions. External resources include stability and support from colleagues, family, neighborhood, and community. Internal resources, which will be the focus of the rest of this video, include awareness, beliefs and appraisals, coping, decision-making, and engagement. You can think of these internal resources as the ABCs of mental readiness and emotional well-being: awareness, beliefs and appraisals, coping, decision-making, and engagement. For each of these 5 resources, I'll define it, describe a short practice, and mention resources for further learning. Self-awareness can be developed over time and includes emotional awareness and cognitive awareness, or metacognition. A great practice for increasing awareness is mindfulness, paying attention on purpose to the moment you are in without judgment. Mindfulness takes practice and can reap great rewards. It's a powerful antidote to going on autopilot and an effective tool for emotional regulation. Take mindfulness mini breaks throughout the day. Just for 1 minute, stop, pay attention to your breath, and notice any sensations. Mindfulness practice is simple but not easy. When you notice that the mind has wandered and you bring the attention back to the breath, that's a sign that you're doing it correctly. Links to these mindfulness resources are posted on HR Move Central. Beliefs about ourselves and our ability to manage events and change influence how we deal with stress. A negative appraisal of a situation often leads to a negative outcome, while a positive appraisal reduces distress and improves cognitive function. Studies show that reappraisal and cognitive reframing techniques are linked to decreased depression and anxiety and increased well-being and optimism. When you're in a stressful situation or have a negative feeling, instead of repressing or over-identifying with it, try stepping back and re-evaluating the situation from a neutral or more positive stance. You can empower yourself to choose a response that aligns with your goals and values. Try one of the emotional well-being journeys in our wellness portal, such as the one entitled Choose a New Attitude. The link to this journey is on HR Move Central. Coping includes the thoughts and behaviors we use to manage stress and maintain optimal levels of energy and capacity to work. Several coping strategies have been empirically linked to enhance performance and resilience. Let's look for a moment at the strategy of recharging. which includes practices to restore energy and counterbalance stress that can offset adverse mood and deteriorating performance. Just as you regularly monitor your car's gas level, check your inner gas gauge. Know when you are low on energy and respond by refueling or practicing coping strategies that work for you. Make sure you take a lunch break, even if it's brief. Get away from your desk or take a walk in nature. Check out the Who's Well website for self-care tools and resources to nourish yourself. Decision-making is defined as thoughts and behaviors used for evaluating and choosing courses of action. Decision-making strategies include problem-solving, goal-setting, adaptive thinking, and intuitive thinking. A short practice for developing this component of psychological readiness is the one-breath pause. Try pausing just for one breath before responding to a stressful or unexpected situation, to create a space between the stimulus and our knee-jerk, conditioned response. This pause gives us greater access to and more choice among new possibilities for responding in ways that are more beneficial to ourselves and others. Fifth component of psychological readiness is engagement, a sustained experience of strong identification with team members, team, and mission. Dedication includes feelings of inspiration, pride, and challenge. Vigor includes the energy and resilience we demonstrate. And flow is a sense of being completely involved in an activity and a sense of heightened clarity about goals, tasks, and skills to successfully meet challenges. To increase engagement, focus on your own and your colleagues' strengths. Ensure a balance among resources such as control, supervisor and social support, and constructive feedback. Check out the websites for FEAP, Contemplative Sciences Center, and the Center for Appreciative Practice for resources to build engagement and flourishing, such as positive psychology and gratitude. A wealth of research shows that these 5 strategies and practices for developing and maintaining psychological well-being enhance readiness for change, help us control how we choose to experience and move through transitions, empower us to transform change into an opportunity, and lead us to greater feelings of control, calm, and inner peace. Who's Well and our partners offer programs and services to support your well-being throughout this transition and beyond. Check out the resources on the Wellness Portal, Who's Well website, and the HR Move Central page. Early next year, Who's Well will launch a mindfulness challenge and provide free year-long access to an online suite of mindfulness resources.